Hello, my collective. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's well. Everyone's had a wonderful day or is about to have a great one wherever you are. So, everyone's had a happy Diwali, I hope. And I had a good break. And I'm not going to waste any more time. I already started. Like, I'm starting at exactly 10:30 or 10:28. So, let's just light up the candles first. Let's begin. I'm coming this late today because I promised Divine. Quite honestly, you're like, will you tell me? Will you do it today? Yes, I promise you. I will do it today. So here's me coming at 10:30. And whom exactly I promised, I'll tell you. I promised Mata Parvati that I will come today and deliver the messages. 1 second, because they've been sitting with me for a while and I'm sure they are important for somebody out there, one of the people, at least one or a whole group or whatever. 1 second. Here you go. Archangel Michael, Archangel Samuel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Gabriel. Yep. There you go. Alright, let's just pray. A short prayer, right? It won't take very long. Join me if you want to, should you wish to. Otherwise, just bear with me for a second. Yeah? Alright. My collective, I have truckloads of downloads. I don't know where to begin. I literally did not even just go through it. Like, I didn't even spare a second to just sieve through things and just think which ones I'll deliver. I was just thinking while lighting up the candles. I could have just done that, but no, we didn't have. I'm diving in. And to begin, let me just tell you what the energy is, because I had my cards, my cards. When I say, the cards that I mean, my cards, and on top of it, and I try to remove that energy by removing that card and just flipping them over just once. The card on top was foolishness. I don't know if I'll be able to pick that card up again. I don't know. We have done that in the past, right? Oh gosh. So there was no, I don't want to tell you what it is. Let me just go through the downloads also. But the card was foolishness. That's literally the overall overriding energy of this read. Foolishness. Then I feel someone's foolishness has been caught. And I do think there's actual literal evidence of it. It's not hearsay. There's actual literal tangible evidence. It could be an audio piece, a video piece. I don't know what it is. It could be different for different people also. You know what I mean? So it could be someone's testimony. It could be, a whistleblower. It could be someone repenting. Although I find the last one very hard to believe. But again, if it was given to me just now, so I'm sure for someone out there, something did come out. Someone's foolishness or a group of people's foolishness, and I'm taking these as the opposite. Foolishness has been exposed. It's come to light. All right. So congratulations, my collective. Let's just take a moment to enjoy that moment, right? Let's just remember, because we've been fighting this battle for a very long time. I've been trying to make sense to these dim-wits for a very, very long time. I've been telling you, God has had enough. And if I correctly remember, correct me if I'm wrong, right? I think the last one, it's been a little while, right? In the last video, I did say that Sri Hari did say that, those 100 patterns that Shishupal had, they're over. I told my op, your op, whoever that download was for that energy I was picking on that day. That's how it works, right? You understand tarot? That's how tarot readings work. We pick up energies, right? So the overall energy was on that day was someone's, the balance sheet is being lapped now. The good karma had, they had exhausted the good karma. That was over. There was no longer good karma. It was only now bad karma that they had to like. So all of those pardons that they had because of their lineage, of their ancestry, because of their ancestors' good karmas that they had earned, your ops had just like, they had lived a longer life than expected. And when I say longer life, I don't literally mean life like in sauce. I'm not saying that. That also could be true. They have lived as long as they've done, in spite the sins they did, is because of the ancestry that they had, the bloodline, the lineage they were from, and all that earned good karma that their family had, their ancestors had, like, you know, kind of like presented, gifted to them. You know, you inherit these things, right? That's your inheritance. Like, they are spiritual inheritances. It's like almost like spiritual inheritance, right? The good karma of your ancestors would be your spiritual inheritance, right? If you have any divine gifts, you have any divine powers, that would be your spiritual inheritance. That would be from your, not from your earthly parents, that would be from your spiritual parents, like your divine parents. It's a different thing altogether, but you're getting what the gist is. I literally did say that, like, that it is over. It's like, I told that story about Sri Hari telling Shishupal, like, that's it. I had given those 100, I'm counting this at the 100th one. Like, that person that consulted Bhishma Pitama, and it was like Sri Hari saying that one I'm counting as the 100th one. And then he was like, I remember doing this, in fact. Right? That was the last read. So I think that exactly, has happened. I think that time of like someone repenting, someone realizing their mistake, someone, kind of like evolving, elevating, ascending, giving, like, Divine also gives them chances, right? Like, come on, like, I'm giving you another chance, another one. Take a look, get inspired, understand, learn something. But no, it didn't happen. It wasn't happening. And Divine was like, nah, like, that's it. I'm taking no more of it. I think they did something, this is my feeling. I think they said something, or they did something, or they were planning to do something. And last one is what my strongest intuition is towards. I think they were planning to do something really, really, really low vibrational, very evil, that I'm not going to speak about. I do not want to bring it to any kind of existence or give it any power. My words are very powerful, and I know that. And in this case, I have authority now to, like, literally call judgment on their life. So I'm going to be very careful, more responsible than, that would be expected from me, right? Quite honestly. I mean, I could literally just. But then, we are the chosen ones. We're not here to, like, just literally just dash out and use our power like this. But yeah. I've touched upon this topic. I don't know whether it was the last read or the one before that. I did say, Divine's like, literally, like, you decide what is to be done. You decide. I'm leaving. I surrendered it to God, and God gave it back to me. Like, no, you decide what is to be done. You decide. I'm giving you the authority. All right, so this is how it works. But anyways, that being that is the background. So the first thing I saw was like foolishness. And I was like, oh. So yeah, confirmation. Yes, someone's foolishness coming into light. It's like right in the face. It was like, right, it wasn't even like, this is not turned upside down. So it wasn't even like right in the face. Like the first thing, like I opened the box and that's the first thing I saw. Foolishness. And that's what people are going to see now. When they see them, your ops, whoever's energy I'm picking, right? When they see them, the first thing they're going to see in their image is going to be stupid. Are you stupid? Literally, this is what people are going to say. I'm telling you, it's already happened. People probably have already called them this in their face. Like, stupid. Are you stupid? Something like that. It could be anyone. It could be their family, their friends, people like they colluded with. Not that they're any better, but just saying. Okay, so that being that's the background energy. Let me just come to whatever downloads I can pick. Okay, so okay. Okay, I know this one, so let me just start with this one. Okay, something, okay, so all right, this is the easiest one. And when I got this, I was like, this is about a week ago, and when this was an energy of like an absolute another level being passed. By the way, chosen, if you're right, chosen, and this is again only for my chosen ones, not for the comics who are just watching this for like, dekhe kya hua, you know, this is not for them. It's not for the cross watchers, but yes, you can just feel free to hang around. And I'm sure it's healing you somewhere. I've said this in the past at least twice, that I know that it's healing you somewhere. That's where like hang around. This is soothing and healing for you. This corrects something in your psyche somewhere. That's why you're hanging around, but whatever it is. But the message is for the chosen ones. It is about like a week ago, or like 10 days, or 7 days, 7 to 10 days ago, I would say. We passed another level, and this was like, maybe it was again like a surprise test, and like in the past you always tell me that once I passed a test, that you passed the test, and this was the test. And this time I did not even know what the test was. They told me like something you passed, and I did not know what the test was, quite honestly. Hand to God, I don't know. They did not tell me what was the test, what was I tested on, I don't know. But it was like we passed, and we ascend. A lot of us ascending, I think a lot of the chosen ones were given a very similar kind of a test because of the new earthing, you know. We'll touch upon that much sometime later, some other Saturday read perhaps, you know, we'll do that, or a Saturday read. All right, so you all ascended, and this was like it was, like I said, it wasn't even told to. Even after we passed, we don't know what the test was really, but a lot of us passed this difficult test to an extent that this was like, I was told that this was the level at which a lot of even chosen ones, they backtrack. Like either they leave the journey, or they, you know, they lose faith, or they lose hope. Not faith, I should say hope. They don't lose faith, they lose hope. You know, they get tired, they get exhausted. A lot of chosen ones, they say, like, because I'm sure you've heard about the saying that a lot are called but a few are chosen, you know. So the call goes to a lot of people. A lot of people are given these tests, but very few people actually pass it. So this time around, a lot of us, I think, passed this difficult as a lot of, in the past, our ancestors, like in the chosen fraternity, must have found this level quite difficult to beat. This is what I'm trying to say, but we did. We passed. And Divine was like literally very happy that I'm very happy with you. And there was something about a gold medal. I mean, a gold medal. I don't mean I thought about it, like, does Divine mean like a medallion, like those pins, right? Those stars or something? And like, no, not a medallion, like in the sense like it's actually a gold medal with a red ribbon. Like literally something of that energy, like Divine would. So there would be something in your life that would come around looking like a gold medal. I really mean it. And I was like, now this is going to resonate very different for different people, so I don't want to like give you ideas that this is what it's going to be like. Just look around in your life, and there's something like a gold medal is going to manifest in your life. All right, it could be maybe like around Diwali. Maybe you did, like, you got a gift, like maybe your spouse gifted you like a gold coin or something like that, like something that looks like a gold medal. I mean, I'm just giving you like one of these ideas. It could literally be a piece of jewelry is what I'm saying. It could be a piece of jewelry. It could be something that looks like a gold medal. Let's say, for instance, this looks like a gold medal, does it? Like, just think about it like a gold medal, like, right? It doesn't have a red ribbon, obviously. It's a pendant, right? But just think about it. Something like this, something gold medal-ish, right? Something gold. And this is a gift from Divine. Now, this could be a power also. Like, what does a gold medal symbolize? Think about it. What does it symbolize? That you have come first, second, third, right? Gold, silver, bronze. But this is a gold medal, so you came first. So there's something that you know, excelled at. You were great at something that would be gifted, like a divine power. Let's say, for instance, that is unique, that is only yours. Could be that, or it could literally be a material gift that is so unique that you're the only one who has it. Like, or something like a boon that you've been asking for, or a blessing that you've been asking for, a very difficult, very, very something, let's say something that is on your wish list for a vet, and I don't mean your Amazon cart, okay? This is not it's not on your Amazon cart. There's not a material thing. This would be very spiritual. It could be a material thing also, in the sense, like, but it won't be like, it would have a lot of significance. It won't be like a luxury item. I'm just trying to sway you away from that thinking, right? Think bigger, think elevated. All right, let's not think like someone who's just thinking only of material things. All right, material things will follow you, don't worry about it. If you're on your spiritual path, I'm telling this, like, I've said this like 10 times already on my various reads, that if you just, this will come automatically to you. As the love and light of Mata Lakshmi will come to you automatically. If you worship Lord Vishnu, she will love you as much as you love Lord Vishnu. All right, so just remember this. So your prosperity, your abundance is going to manifest from 5D. If you're looking at 5D, if you're elevated, your thinking is there, your 3D life will automatically elevate. You don't even have to do anything. You'll just realize one day, look how much has changed around me. And this, oh my gosh, this literally happened with me. I was just going through the pictures of my home, like, I was just browsing through for just like days, right? You just like think of just picking up things and like, oh, let me look at this album, we had gone there or whatever. And I was going through pictures of my home, like this. It was just like from 2 years ago, man, 3 years ago. And there was like this, our home rather has changed. Things around me have changed so much, and this is not even like an actual effort being put in that direction. It has just happened automatically because the inside of me has changed so much that the outside of me is just also like reflecting the same energy, the abundance, the happiness, the satisfaction, the joy, of living a full life. You know what I mean? So I think something like that. Think of something that you've always wanted that is so unique, that is going to be gifted to you or has already been gifted to you. If it is a power, if it is a divine blessing, it's a boon, let me call it a boon. If it is that, it could literally be that you are, if you don't know if you already got it or not, then it just needs to be activated. All right, and for you to activate it, you don't have to soak it in water overnight. What you need to do is just like meditate on it, request God to tell you what that boon is, what I've been talking for the last 20 minutes. What is this boon she's talking about? Something that you're, a desire that you've wanted, something that you wanted so much. And it is not a luxury item. Again, let me put that out there. It's not that, oh, I wanted this car or something. No, it is not that. It is something way more valuable, way more significant, way more important, way more elevated. All right, just ask divine, just sit in meditation 10 minutes. I'm telling you, you just would sit down, ask the question, and the answer would come to you like so. All right, just sit and ask, what is it that she was rambling about? All right, you'll know. So there's a gold medal, but the stress is on gold medal. It would be yellow in color. Why I feel like yellow. It would be the color of gold. And I mean actual gold, not like just looking like gold. This would be gold. Or it could be someone's, oh yeah. Okay, sorry, I just got reminded. Yeah, like I'm gonna say that. So there was something about divine talking about, oh my gosh, there was a download. So, okay. Just bear with me. I literally had like 100 downloads ever since the last video, okay? So things are just coming back to me now, right? I do have them written down, but it's all like kitsch-pitch because a lot. All right, so there was one more download which divine just reminded me. We talked about golden heart. So it talked about, hang on, 1 second. For the leader, was Psalm 13 to 18. Okay, uses was divine. Okay, more something that is more desirable than, oh, this is what connecting with it. So this would be something that is more desirable than gold. And you know the gold prices these days, right? All right, keep your jewelry safe. I'm just telling you. But what we're talking, okay, jokes apart, gold medal that Divine talked about, that you have gotten, you already have it. You already have it, my collective. All right, it's something which is more desirable than gold. Now Divine is literally telling you, like, again, just like I moved in that direction, Divine is also moving you in the same direction. Don't think of it like gold in terms of like actual metal gold. Something more desirable than gold. A golden heart. What is it? Golden heart. Or okay, and something about, okay, these are like scrambled messages. So something about, so in continuation to this, something more desirable than gold came in a golden heart. And then something which is worth, or you are worth your weight in gold, something like that. Something like you're like, Divine's precious. The Divine has called us this precious, you know, a million times. You're very, very, very important to God. You're very, very, very important on this planet. We're very, very, very important in this timeline. Oh, and by the way, do you know this? Okay, this test that we passed, right, last week, we jumped timelines. It was imperative. This is needed. We needed to jump that timeline. When we jumped that timeline, there's something that was like, why I said it was needed, because I think there was like an attack planned against you and you had to jump. It was important that you jumped that timeline then, for you to be able to escape it. Like God literally planned something at that moment. And hang on, this one of the candles, because this AC and fan on as always. That's how I like it, guys. Hang on for a second. Alright, so it was absolutely imperative for you to pass the test and jump the timeline. Something like that. So now what you have done is you're over and above it. You're floating in a way, let's say. You're like over and above all the dangers, all the plans, all the hatching and snatching and thieving and whatever. You know, that was going on. A lot going on, but again, like I said earlier, my words are very powerful. I'm not going to manifest those words here for myself or for my collective. My collective is literally, you are my brothers and sisters, like really, you are my family, you are my brothers, you are my sisters. All right, so okay, so this about Goswami gold medal, think about it, figure it out. All right, different for different people, but with something which is not material. Again, it is something which is more desirable than gold. And it's something about a golden heart. Maybe think about it. Golden heart. Why did Divine say, not I? Why did Divine say golden heart? And something about worth your weight in gold. Think about it. Okay? Alright? Okay, so congratulations on the gold medal, by the way. Okay, secondly, something about the observer effect. If you don't, like, this is one of the, you should know about the observer effect. If you don't, I'll just tell you very quickly. The observer effect is like, the theory is, the principle of this theory is that when we observe something, the act of observance changes the process, changes the outcome. It has an impact on the outcome of whatever is happening. Let's say if I knew, let's say, okay, no, let's say if there's like I'll give you a very, like a very school-like example. Hang on. So if there's a test going on, right? All about the test with me, huh? If there's a test going on, like people are writing, right? They're going on, and now if there is an invigilator, and they are watching you write the test, and they're watching someone else, like you are being watched and observed, your reaction, your outcome, your conduct would be different if had you not been watched while giving the test, if that makes sense. You know what I mean, right? So let's say there was no invigilator, no one observing you, you would write the test differently, is what I'm saying. But if there was someone, yes, watching you would do it differently. Getting a point? So the act of observing, even if it is like an absolutely someone like says that, and this is like an actual scientific thing, it's not like just psychological, this is literally from science, like actually when these physics or chemistry experiments, especially physics, right, when these things happen, and when if you were to like just let's say, okay, like if you were to measure the temperature of, let's say, a liquid, there's a glass full of water, all right, and you're supposed to test the temperature. So what would you do? You will introduce a thermometer, right, or the measuring device into the water. That's what you're going to do. So what the observer effect means is that your act of putting the thermometer to observe, even if it is doing nothing, when it goes in and kind of like interacts with the environment, even if it is not interacting like really in the real direct sense, it's just being there also changes the temperature of that water. You know this, right? This is very basic physics. Alright, so now this is now adapted into psychology as well, in our human behavioral sciences, as they call it. Alright, so the observer effect is what something like this is. So there is something which God wanted to divine wanted to point about the observer effect. There's something that has changed here, because someone I think was observed, or a circumstance or a group of people or a situation was observed by a third party, a neutral party. Something has changed. All right, so just dwell on this. This is only trying to, this has already happened in the past. Okay, the observer effect is this has already happened, it's not going to happen, it's already happened. So just it ties with your situation, that something was observed by neutral party, something that did not interfere, something that maybe was like a Trojan horse. Did you know that your ops tried to like Trojan horse you? Actually, I'll come to that also. But it was like it's almost like they acted like a Trojan horse, like your ops were probably not aware that this person is not in alliance with them. I don't know, something on those lines. But there was an observer, a neutral observer, or maybe that nobody really knew that there was an observation really going on. It could be that. I'm just giving you various angles, giving you various parts to just take as it resonates. Why? Because there's so many people watching it, so it can't be like literally the same for everyone, right? But if you're here and it is resonating for you until now, and you would know, it'll knock on your heart if it is resonating with you. All right, so something or a party observed, there was an observation done on a situation, on a group of people, on a person, on many people, right, multiple people, whatever it is. There was an observation, and the observer effect changed something, and this person who did this knew about this scientific phenomena, as in this principle, rather, I should not phenomena, principle, what an observer effect is. They knew about this, they were aware. Like, so should you be, right? Really, if you don't know that, hey, less Netflix, more actual science. All right, so something about the observer effect. It'll be good for you to like know these things also, to just otherwise just generally know behavioral sciences, right? So something about observer effect, there was so quick chop summary is that somebody did observe and there was a change in the outcome because of the observer effect. Something changed because of that. All right, okay, so something about not going back. Of course, this is, it comes in so many times. Sometimes I like literally tell divine, oh, come on, you like, why are you giving this so many times? This is not for me, I know, because I just always see through a lot of these messages are just for me. Alright, so you would have seen in the past also I've said that, oh, I'm going to keep it to myself. I don't know if it's just for me or for you or whatever. Now, this one I know for a fact this 100% is not for me, because there's something about not going back. Divine is just trying to tell you of there is no way, it is not allowed, like not going back. You're not supposed to, you're not allowed to go back to a circumstance, to a situation, or to, let's say, a job, to a family, or to a friend group, or to a connection. Take it as it is. Something about not going back to a home. Unless you had a property that you moved out from and you're like doing really well or whatever. That also happens, right? A lot of people just have like baby, they were like projecting their energy on that one thing, and like the moment you moved out of there, you're doing well. I've heard that. I've seen that happen to someone, like, and it happened right in front of my eyes. And she's again chosen one, and she literally had to move countries. She moved out of the US of A. Literally, she did. And there has been, and it's not that she's been out of that country for like years or anything. No, literally, I'm talking about a month. All it takes is a month, because we're like divinely healed, right? It took her only a month to just changed altogether, just because she moved out of a place where a lot of people just projected negative energy on her, maybe, perhaps. Because chosen ones are like, we're like always envied, we're always like, that's the energy around us all the fucking time. We'd just be sitting, eating our fruit, and then just eating our fruit would just trigger, cats and dogs around us. I really mean it. A lot of bootlickers get triggered by our energy because we're just very authentic, we're very confident, we know we don't have to do that stuff to get to places. But a lot of bootlickers, they get triggered by chosen's energy. They're like, because they know inside, they know what it is. They know that they've had to do that to get to where they are. But we don't have to do that. We're very happy being where we are. And we're like, hello, we're doing really well for ourselves. So don't know why there shouldn't really be any comparison, but I know it's just your chosen's energy is like something that I also like. It took me a long time to like accept it. This is how it's gonna be. You'll just be doing your own thing, working on your own file, whatever it is, and people around you will just be triggered out of their senses. Okay, I think it's a part of the divine, because divine, we are our souls. On a more serious note, our souls are second disturbance in like literally less than 5 minutes. Kya ho gaya? Okay. Anyway, so okay, that was my husband. Obviously, it's been a while since he has disturbed us, like while doing a reading. Okay, anyway, so this is again, what the point I was making was the chosen ones. We like our souls are our energy, rather, just to make it easier for a lot of karmics for them to understand. Is this our energy reflects back their self, so these people can see what they don't have in themselves. It literally, that is what is reflected back. So a lot of people have that negative energy towards other people, that just look at us and like, they can't take their own image. It's almost like literally they get repulsed by their own energy. I'm only mirroring back your energy, and they just like flip, go crazy, and I mean crazy. Just, it is your energy, bro. Think about, we take it every day. This is what we absorb you every day. All it took was to come in front of me for 1 second and you got repulsed by your own energy. Think about it. This is how you feel and taste to other people all the fucking time. And you couldn't take your own energy for like 5 seconds. Oh, I'm literally like flipping, like I would, would do this, I would do that. This is your energy. This is who you are from the inside out. This is you. So you'll see a lot of chosen ones, and I mean, in fact, not a lot, all of us. This is like literally how it is, and we have accepted it. This is how it is. People are going to get like absolutely mad, crap, pissed, upset, crazy, bonkers, because they can't handle their own selves. When they look at us, they see themselves. They're like, why is she like this? Why is she like that? No, she's just doing herself. She's like literally just sitting and doing nothing, and you're like, why is she like this? Why is she like this? Is literally, I hear their thoughts. Not even talking. I'm not even talking. Not even. It's gotten funny. I would say that since I've done like 1,000 of these 1,000 tests, which had like 1,000 other sub tests or something. So now I just find that funny. Mostly funny, yes. But yeah, on certain days, yes, it just is like if I had enough of dealing with the dimwits, yes, for certain moments I do feel I've had enough dealing with the dimwits, but then that's the purpose, right? Our job is to like reflect the dimwits energy back to them. So they see what they lack. You see what I mean? Okay, so the observer effect, that was one bit of that nugget of information for you. Think about it, and in fact, I know my chosen would already know what I'm talking about. They would have already gotten, that was it. Okay, so some people are not going back, that divine has all, and that, so okay, that was actually at this point, that not to go back. So I don't know who needs to know this, but just babe, just write this down on a piece of paper and put it right in front of wherever you sit your whole day. Like, I'm sure you work, whatever you do, no judgment here. Whatever, you just write this down on a piece of paper in your own handwriting. It has not to be typed. Write this down, not going back, and just put it on your screen, bro, or just on a post-it. Just put it on a screen or put it on your desk. Because if it, divine doesn't have to like say this those many times, but if it is like for you, bro, you need to like commit to divine that, yes, I know. Why are they so worried about you? They shouldn't be so worried about you. You should see my God's talking to me. Like, I'm just giving you like, this should not be divine's energy with you. Like, you should not be like, don't go back, don't. Divine should not be telling you this. You shouldn't be worried that, So whoever this is, dude, you need to like, wherever you are, no judgment here. Nobody is saying you're not strong-willed or anything. I'm sure you are. Wherever you are on your journey, okay? But like, this is told to you. This is for your own good. And trust me, I can testify for this. Like, it may not look like that, that at the time, at the moment while you're in it. But once you get past it, bro, you come out of that hole that these people have tried to put you in. Once you climb out of it, you'll know, oh my God. You're like, thank God. You'll see, I'm like I said, hand to God, I am a living testimony of this. And there was like, divine used to train me every day, every hour, that you have to trust what I'm telling you. You don't see it, but I see it. I was like, divine, really? And it was like, you don't know what is happening in the background. I know it. You have to trust me when I'm telling you no. Now I literally walk. If divine tells me left, I go left. Divine tells me right, I go right. It's come to a point. Like, I'd be just like completely aligned now. Divine tells me to just sit down. Let's not go there. Let's not talk to these people. I'd sit down and don't talk to those people. Divine tells me, okay, now we need to just go do this today. This is our ETA. I do that. Like, I today in the morning, literally, I was supposed to come with this reading at least yesterday, but then something was up yesterday. And today Mata Parvati took this promise from me that you're going to do this reading, right? You told me there are messages that need to go to people. Will you do the reading today? I said, I promise you, Mom, I will do the reading today. And here I am. That's how you need to function. Divine tells you, because you would know when it comes from divine. You know the voice of God, right? You would know it. So just go by it. I am your living testimony. I am your guarantee. I am telling you. Do what divine tells you to do. That's it. You're chosen. You're not like a regular human being. You're not here for, this is not a regular life. This is not a usual journey. And it would get easier once you start learning these steps. I'm very strong-willed. So I used to literally just go do back and forth with divine or divine, but this, not even with that. So it was like divine, like, trust me, trust me, I'm telling you. I had to like, I used to had these long discussions with divine, which is great, right? But because my brain was trying to make sense of things that they could not see, and I could not see logic in those things. But then it was like, you have to leave logic for 5 seconds and do what I tell you to do. I know more than you do, and I can't tell you those things right now. That's how it is. And see, my life has changed completely. And I'm telling you, I'm giving this message. Oh, maybe this is the message that divine has been so, especially, it could be Mata Parvati trying to reach you, tell you there is something that has been told for you to not, the words were not going back. So you're supposed to not go back to something, or you're supposed to tell someone that you're not going back. I don't know, something about not going back. But take it as it resonates with your story, with your life right now. All right, so not going back, and just go promise, and divine, I promise you, trust me, not going back. Write it down, sign underneath that, not going back. Divine, this is my promise to you, do that. Divine should not be, because this has come way too many times, bro. And I know it is not for me. मेरे से नहीं पूछेंगे ये चीज़, मेरा तो बिल्कुल, मैं तो लाइफ में बहुत आगे निकल गया. But this is for somebody who needs to, like, who's at that step. And I was there about, I think I would say 2022. So about good 3 years back, I think 2.5-3 years back. I know I was there. So I understand. So, but if it is coming so many times, 777 I see right now. What is the 777? I think it's a spiritual journey. If it is something about your spiritual journey, bro, you need to, shed your old life. Hang on. Why was 777 given to me just now? Hang on for a second. And I had my laptop on, knowing that कुछ तो निकालना ही पड़ता है अपने को. Hang on for a second. Excuse me. See, it is a sign of spiritual enlightenment, divine guidance, and inner resilience. So you're showing that, that strength. Divine loves it, by the way. Let me tell you, they love it. All right, because in my case also, they loved the fact that I was just trying to make sense of it. That's how you're supposed to, like, this how, right? We have cerebral capacity, we're going to use our brains. But yes, but this, when it came to me like more like divine trying to convince you. So just go with the flow, right? Go with what divine tells you to do that. It is about your spiritual journey, then 100% you have been asked to shed something from your old life. Unless you shed that weight, you'll not be able to climb. You need to, like, pack light. You won't be able to climb, bro. All right. Oh yes, I want to do my cards. I literally picked them up. Okay, I'm going to deliver this last download api, and then because it's already 43 minutes. Okay, and it's 11:11 right now, 11:11 p.m. though, but yay. So then this okay, so this again, I don't know if it resonate with you now, because that this was, it could be 1 second. It could resonate with someone right now also, or it might be relevant even today, even if things have changed. You just need to be careful with certain things. So this was something about trying. So there was an effort, a spiritual attack. All right, I'm not going to mince any words. All right, and if it triggers anybody, they are more than welcome to leave the reading and never come back. All right, I never asked you to like, share, subscribe. I never asked you. All right, so what you're here by your own volition. And if you find this, oh my god, it just scares me, if it scares you, then you are more than welcome to leave it. I cannot stress that enough. It's 4:04 on the clock, and 144 if I say it from the chosen ones. This reading is for the chosen ones, but if you wish to stay to just learn, do that without hampering other people's energy or their journey. All right? And if it's like, oh my god, it's too much, oh my god, I'm so scared. So scared, then you need to leave and watch cartoons or whatever. Okay? Anyways, Tom and Jerry would do well. Anyway, so this was a spiritual attack wherein they were trying to make you forget things. And I don't mean like forgetting for you to like carry your lunch, something as, or carry something, or like to do something. No, this is literally about you forgetting critical, significant bits from your knowledge, something that you already have earned, you have gained, or it's been bestowed upon you. All right, there are things that I've had to God. In fact, even yesterday, there were certain things, and I don't know how I know it, but I just know it, and it pertains to divinity, as I'm talking about. There are things I know, I just know them. It's because that knowledge was given to me by the divine. All right, I didn't learn that. I didn't attain it. I didn't sit on it. I didn't meditate on it. It was given to me by divine. That's a blessing. Alright, so there's something about your divine knowledge. There's something that you've carried from your generations, and I mean not just this life. We talked about this collective long time back, though. That this now you are not just your this life. You're not just your ancestral lineage. You're not just your past lives from this realm. You are literally an amalgamation, an outcome, an answer to so much that has happened in your previous lives and those many janams that you took in all those lives. You are an answer. Oh my God, it was like silence. You are literally, the divine's also just stressing on this. So you are an outcome. So what I mean to say is you've learned so much. There's so much knowledge in your DNA. There's so much blessings in your DNA because there's so much as that has happened. You're an old, where are some people called new, they're young souls and they're old souls. It's not the number of years that they have lived on the planet. It's not this life, how many years I have lived this life. No, it's not that. It is the how many births you have taken, how many times you have reincarnated, and in those reincarnations, your experiences, your knowledge, that wisdom that you carry it in your DNA on this day. What you learn, even while you're speaking to me right now, or you're interacting with me right, or speaking through your mind right now, telepathically to me, you are learning something. This is going in you, in your being. And you might think that you may or may not retain fully of it. Yes, there's a lot that you might not be able to retain, but there is still, it's becoming a part of your repository, let's say, to put it very simply, in the very 3D terms, right? It's going into a library, right? So that is the knowledge that someone was trying to like thieve, trying to make you forget, is what my point is. Like, you're an old soul, they understand you have like heaps and tons, and you have knowledge beyond your ears. They see it, everybody can see it, can feel it. No matter how much you joke around, no matter how you seem like, whether you seem old, young, I don't know where you are in your life, in your journey, but there is someone who this is in the past. But why I'm telling you this, why I'm giving you this message even today, is that you need to be just aware of the kind of people that you are around. All right, just be aware. There was someone who was trying to, or a group of people who were trying to make you forget that bit or parts of it. Let's say if I just take chip, they were trying to chip away bit by bit and make it their own. Oh my God, so there was a very dark feminine in my energy like years ago who was trying to do this, and I made this point then also through one of my videos. In fact, I could see the attempt, I could feel the attempt, and I was like, dude, this is something that has been bestowed upon me by my ancestors, by my gods, by divine, by this universe, by Mata Saraswati. I have this knowledge because of her. You can't take this away. You cannot thieve that from someone. You have to earn it. All right? this is given to you. When these Vedas and Upanishads, when these were written, especially the Vedas, let's just talk about our Ved, 4 of our Veds, right? And our Purans, 18 Purans, right? So when these were divine downloads, they were given. Let's say, for instance, Mahabharata. Who wrote Mahabharata? Where did this, all of that, where did this story, as a lot of people, prefer to call it, let it be. From where did all that come from? That was a download given to Lord Ganesha. It could not be given to any other sage, like no Rishi Kashyap, no Vashisht, no Ved Vyas, no sage or Maharishi like Maha. They were not just rishis, they were Maharishi. Even they could not take the download. Only Lord Ganesha could take the intensity with which the download was coming. So only he could take it, and he wrote the Mahabharata. He wrote, in the sense, he took it down. What was given to him, just like I'm telling you, like divine gave me this. That's how this, let's say a story of Mahabharata was given, and Lord Ganesha had taken it down. Alright, that's how a download works. So you need to understand. So this is like, I'm giving you an example how knowledge is given. Alright, so he was chosen for this job, that Lord Ganesha, only he had the strength, I would say, to take that down. To take it down, to make sense of it, to write it at the same, speed, propensity, intensity that it was coming at. Only he could do it. That's why the task was given to Lord Ganesha. Alright, so just understand that's how some people are chosen for they're chosen for that. It is their destiny to do it. Alright, so if you have knowledge, confirmation. Thank you, Divine. If you have knowledge, if there is something that you have learned, you have earned, know that it is yours and nobody can thieve it. At the most, kya kar lenge? Copy kar lenge? Would you just let them copy? A lot of people copy me, top to bottom. If a lot of women think that if it just were to mirror what I'm wearing, they would probably become me. They don't understand how energy works. They don't understand. All they see is like, so many men are attracted to her. So if I just wear what she's wearing, they'll be attracted to me. This is what the P-brain says. This is the logic. That's how they induce things. That has to be. That's the formula, man. That's the holy grail. I need to do exactly. Let me click a picture of that. I've had so many people like just literally, they just outrightly just like, let's just click a picture. Let me just go. And this consistently happens irrespective of what I do, where I go. Like, let's just try to like copy the energy. And this is, or like copy her and maybe we'll be able to like exactly have the same energy. No, a person is made out of many things. You have to understand. Even if you copy, you will look like a cheap Chinese copy of something. So you need to like understand, and I'm not shaming you for it. If you want to still copy, go ahead, copy. But understand how it functions. You need to understand yourself, understand your personality, see what suits you, see what works for you. Not like, oh, it works for Parama, it has to work for me. Rarely it has ever worked for anyone. You will look like somebody, oh yeah, people will be able to see it. If you think people can't see it, no, people can see it. Other people can see that you've literally just lifted, copy and pasted something. They can see it. So what you need to find out your own style, learn something, create your personality, like literally just be out of that group herd mentality of let me do exactly what this person is doing, only then I'll be able to survive. No, you can do your own thing. In fact, you will, if you want an individual style, if you want to go and just copy celebrities, go ahead, like do that. But if you want to have your own individual style that people, you want like to just look like yourself, like it should reflect your soul, it should reflect your light from the inside out, you need to work on who you are first. Create yourself first, create your personality first, understand. And you don't have to then, you won't have to like copy paste anything, then it'll come naturally to you then. all these ideas, everything will flow naturally if you let creativity come to you. Copy pasting is not creativity. Like, oh, let's say if somebody writes an article, you're not allowed to copy paste it and call it your own, right? That's called plagiarism, right? It's very similar to that. It's very similar to that. It's just that there's no term for that, like really, like you cannot be convicted for that. But having said that, you know what I'm saying, right? If you just copy paste and say that's just, oh, it was just right there, so I just copied. No, you still copied. It's not your own. So you can't call it your own. It is not your product, isn't it? So think about something that's something you can do, instead of just thinking of ways to spiritually attack people and trying to make them forget things so that they are less than, they come closer to your level. People who have elevated, and this divine knowledge cannot be, even if I were to tell you something, unless you're chosen for that bit, it won't make sense to you. Let's say if I were to share a story, that's something that has a very significant deep meaning, it won't make sense to you if you're not ready to receive it. You getting my point? So you need to be ready, prep yourself, make something of yourself, do that instead of just attacking people, trying to make them forget things. So इसको नीचे कर देते, हम तो नहीं जा सकते ऊपर. क्यों नहीं जा सकते? ट्राई करो, एफर्ट लगाओ, गप्पे मत मारो, गॉसिप मत करो, 2 दिन करके देखो, एक एक्सपेरिमेंट करो. एक दिन गॉसिप नहीं करो, चलो 2 दिन तो बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएंगे तुम्हारे लिए. एक दिन करके देखो. Don't gossip for 1 day. See the change inside you. See what happens. If you will feel the change if you just don't interact or propagate negativity for like a day. I'm not saying just few hours. I don't think few hours would make any difference, make any dent. I would say at least a day. Think about 1 day. Go with that resolution. I can give you an exercise. Go with the resolution. Today I'm not going to backstab anyone, I'm not going to betray anyone, I'm not going to gossip about anyone, I would just not give in to these negative traits, I would just keep to myself, I will do good work, I'll focus on my work, I'll just be a good human being. Try that for 1 day. A lot of you might puke by the end of it. Where's my dose of negativity, huh? But jokes apart, just try to do this. You could be the person that you're copying. You can try, at least go. That person has gone like a million steps all by themselves, and you think you just copying someone's outfit would make you that person? No. You doing the spiritual attack and trying to make them forget things, something like I said, something that's been gifted to them by the divine? No. It is only a wasted effort, and what it does is it just adds to the negativity in the universe. That's what it does. And especially to your own karmic account. So whatever you dish out comes back on a dish to you, is dished back to you, and then you feel bad about it. No, but that's because you are sending that energy to that person. No, I'm only mirroring you back. Again, as chosen, I said my job as a chosen literally is to act like a mirror to you. If you feel, that is the energy, that is the energy, then that's you, bro. It is literally you. If you feel the need to compete when no other person is not competing, you want to create a competition when there is no competition, you want to create a fight when there is no fight, when you want to create that negativity because that's what you like to dwell in, like a crocodile likes to dwell in a swamp, that's their natural habitat, then that's you, bro. You don't get to pull other people in, and divine doesn't appreciate it, and then they do things and they kick people in the guts, and that's how it goes. And divine doesn't they know their child is doing divine's work, and a random person comes and just disturbs the purpose. And you know what just happened? That's how we started. Foolishness gets exposed. Am I making sense now? Anyways, okay. 59 minutes, 1 ghanta. I thought कि 1 ghanta तो लग जाएगा, no matter how much I try. Like, okay, these are ones that I'm going to cover today. Alright, there are many more. I literally, do you know that I literally wrote down this Revelations, John, like this is from the book of Revelations, book of John. This is a lot, and if I made the effort to write all that down word by word, I really have to share this. So I'm going to like come in very soon, all right, and share this. This is something from, wow, I don't even, because there's so many, like I don't remember them word by word. Oh wow, there's a lot. Oh yeah, and this, who has been, okay, this I need to cover right now. It's a very short one, I do not know. Okay, we are over the 1 hour threshold. So anyways, now that we're there, okay, something who I do not know who it is, because this is not, at least I don't know whose energy this is, but there's a person who keeps listening to this same song on loop. There was a song called Ya Ali, if you remember. I don't know, this from this generation. This Lambdas would know it, but the ones before the Lambdas might know it. It was, I don't know the singer's name. I think it was a Pakistani singer. Something about Ya Ali karke. I keep like, bro, listen, change your. So my message to you is, I keep hearing the song because I know it's playing in my energy somewhere. Like spiritually, someone's listening to it on loop. Song is Ya Ali, something. I'm not going to sing it because I don't like it. Anyways, so that song. My message to you is, bro, change your playlist. Pick up other songs. If you want, I can literally suggest, like at least 10, 11 songs to you that you can just, have fun with if you want. Like, should you want that like high vibration ones, or you want any, I don't know what the song is. This is a painful one, right? I know it's probably very melodious. It just sounds good. I won't deny that, but it's time you need to retire this song. There's the message. Someone who plays Ya Ali, stop listening to it around me. I don't know who it is. It just goes Ya Ali, Ya Ali. Someone in the energy I'm picking, and I'm picking this energy wise. It's not I literally asked my husband also, check this playlist. What does he listen to? And it's not this at least. We're like, who is this person? Who is it? So just change it. There are plenty more high vibrational songs that you can replace this one with. This is a low vibration one. It just seems like it may be melodious, but it is low vibrational. It will, see, what is low vibration? In the sense like it brings your energy down. It is probably pointing you, reminding you of someone that you should not be thinking about. You know what I mean? If that person, that energy only brings your emotion, your energy down, pulls your, that enthu level, down, you need to retire the song. Ho gaya, acha tha, yes, very good. Retire it. If you don't want to delete it from your, your playlist, put it in retired songs list. So kar do kisi din mein, 2 mahine, 4 mahine baad, maybe, feel like it. Sun lo. You'll not want to. Like, once you retire it, you'll not want to. Again, it's that not going back, right? You need to, like, these are probably the small things that you might be latching onto. You know what I mean? Like, we pakad lete hum cheez ko, yaar nahi, ye to, whatever it is, if it is your routine, think what is attaching you to that, something that you want to, like, you think, oh, I'm giving away. What are you, oh, I've given up on this. If you've given up on this, if you actually have given up, then why are you latching onto it? Ask yourself. ऐसे करने की आदत है ना, दूसरों की तरफ पॉइंट करने की, अपने बारे में पूछना चाहिए, क्यों, why, hello, why am I latching onto this? If there's song, there are things I ask myself, like, I told myself, like, I promised God I will do this. Did I do that? And did I make an excuse? You have to check yourself, right? If you don't ask yourself, like, give yourself like free hand, तो फिर नहीं होती. Spiritual journey is not like that. जितना जजमेंट हम दूसरों को देते हैं ना, उतना खुद को भी देना होता है, खुद के एक्शंस भी देखने होते हैं. Alright, we are like, so okay, long story short, बहुत टाइम हो गया. I should not have to bear this one again. मैं बोर हो गई हूँ. It was not on my playlist, but मैं बोर हो गई हूँ उस song से. So please retire it kindly. You know, sincere requesting. Retire this song. I don't want it around me. Like, I'm trying to listen to Indian singers. Maybe don't give the Pakistanis so much power in our hands, right? Anyways, what else should we cover? Okay, so this was one. Last one. Rather, I meant the last one. There is so many, but those ones. Okay, those rest, everything is like needs to be discussed, you know, so I can't just move through them like very quickly. So for now, 1 hour 5 minutes 30 seconds now is enough for you. I already have taken a lot of the time. Okay, so this would be all. Yes, this is all. We didn't do our cards. Kar le kya fatafat. Let's just do one shuffle. Left my cards, you know this. Love it. Tarot नहीं करा यार, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं. चलो tarot अभी क्या इतने सारे एक साथ we have got. Okay, wait, just क्या है ये? This is cure. Your energy could be curing people. What else? What else is here? Foreign. And it's not foreign नहीं, मतलब foreign as in foreign country वाला, foreign element वाला foreign था. Anyway, so what the cards that we picked, and a lot of them, we'll just very quickly take them. Fragments. Sorry. Hang on. Fragments. Okay. Fragments. What about fragments, divine? Fragments. So could be, again, that we talked about, you could be latching on to pieces. Fragments of things, of memories, of, and it could be like trauma also. Like, you need to like just think about it, yeah. If what is it that you're holding on to? Divine also is trying to tell you over and over again. You cannot move on if you latch on to that. Move on. It's okay. Done. हो गया बस. सुन लिया ये याली जितना सुनना था, बस हो गया बस. Oh, is it the Yali song? That is all. That you need to like, maybe then delete it. Don't put it into retired songs also. वो छोड़ दो. उसको बिल्कुल ही delete कर दो. Then Kundalini, your Kundalini. Okay, I didn't show you the cards already. Your Kundalini could be awakening, which is your dormant energy, and that dormant energy would only awaken in you. Let me give you my word. Once you let go of these things, these practices, these influences, it could be anything. It could be like a bunch of friends also. You'll have to let go of them. I have talked about this. You already know my journey. If you are new here, then let me just very quickly give you a hint. Like in the sense, like you will have to, we'll talk about this in detail in one of my upcoming reads, alright? That you need to let go of any and all friend groups, I think also. That is how it is. All friend groups. You need to like literally just clean your life. And how do we clean it? How do you massively clean? Overhaul करना है life का. तो overhaul कैसे करेंगे? You have to throw everything out first. Which I'm not asking you to like literally throw your friends out of your house or your family out of your house. I'm not saying that, but you have to throw them out of your life. And I mean throw. It has to be like a aggressive energy, otherwise it doesn't work. Like can't be like too compassionate about it. You have to like really do it like surgically. Surgically detach from energies, and you would know. I refuse 133 on the clock. I refuse to believe that you do not know. If you just sit and meditate on it, you know what is holding you back. Nobody else needs to come and tell you or give you a lecture or nothing. You just need to like look at it. You know. You already know. Right? Throw that out. Whatever is holding you back. Shiv Shakti. Kundalini, Shiva Shakti, oh my god. So the divine, masculine, divine, feminine energy inside you, Kundalini energy, oh my god. I talked about Mata Parvati, right? Her blessing, the promise I made to her, she asked me to make that promise. So I'm telling you, oh wow, what is happening, bro? These are great cards. Here. Inheritance, here. So something about inheritance, your divine inheritance. Kundalini energy is being awakened. There are fragments here. Okay. So you could be getting, oh, that gold medal could be a divine inheritance, right? It could be that they are awakening your Kundalini energy so that you could activate that gold medal that has been given to you. I told you this earlier, right? That energy, that blessing is already, that boon, let's say, or blessing is already with you, but you need to activate it, right? Right? So you need to meditate on it, sit on it, ask for divine guidance. You'll know what's happening. Christ's blood. And it doesn't mean blood as in blood. It means like literally, well, in biblical language, this is literally divine blessing. Okay, this doesn't mean blood as in like actual or blood flowing. Christ's blood. We mean it's said this way, alright? The terminology is such, right? It means blessing. So a lot of Christians you'll see, they say, or people who believe in the Bible or the preachings of the Bible, they will say that they're blessed by the blood of Jesus. This is what they say, and they don't mean that they're like blood of Jesus that way. The blood of Jesus as in the blessings of Jesus, the sacrifice that he made for humanity, right? So that interprets as Christ's blood. 111 on the clock. Wow. Shiv Shakti, Kundalini, here, Christ energy, yeah? Hang on, I need more stuff. What else we got here? Nepotism. Okay, there's a bootlegger energy here. Again, a lot of nepotism. It could literally be people who are coming in your way. Maybe you are could be like from a humble background like I am. Could be most chosen ones are from humble background like people. Why? Because divine wants you to experience everything. You can't be like at that point and not go through all the phases and be able to do divine's work. You can only do divine's work when you've like experienced the struggles, you've experienced pain, you understand people, you've gone through all the struggles, you've seen abandonment, you've seen rejection, you've experienced these things, you've risen over them. You know what I mean? That is what divine wants. That's how divine, like, isn't just a tarashna, that's how divine creates you into who you are supposed to be, rather, that you're destined to be. Alright, but you still have to go through that steps, right? You still have to go through that. And pain is like one of those, it's very great equalizer, brings you, and also pain to you would bring out the true colors of people. Like someone you could consider a very true friend. Once you feel, if you were to like, let's say, I think this, to just come to this point very quickly, nepotism, it could be like there are a lot of people around you that could kind of like be different towards you because maybe they are the product of nepotism and you are not. I'm just saying. But hey, these are my parents. So yes, I'm a nepo baby also. These are my mommy and daddy. That's my mom and dad, my divine parents. I'm their child and they're here. So yeah, that way I trump you. Oh my gosh, divine. I trump you. If you know what I mean, the trump cards, right? The lambdas, you would, if you don't know what I mean by that, there used to be, okay, I'm not going to go research on trump cards. Like trump cards are not like Donald Trump. The trump cards. Alright, something about pregnant. Okay, like literally a lot of people around me are, I can imagine, yes, a lot. And again, this card had come in earlier, and at the time also I'd said like yes, and like literally a lot of people around me were pregnant, right? But this could also be along with that, like having you bearing a human baby. It could literally be, congratulations by the way, chosen one who is pregnant, whoever it is. But I do feel this is about you being pregnant with an idea, with a project, it's that brainchild baby that is like, is right, is right in your mind, in your heart, in your system, that's going to create a lot of success for you. Right, hang on, I'm just looking for things to not let this run away. Okay, then white, something about white, we don't know what it is. Cutoff game, your cutoff game. Okay, your detachment, we talked about cutoff game. We just talked about it. Thank you, Divine. I told, and Divine validates me left, right and center, like I'm the show off. They show me off like anything. Okay, so cutoff game, like detachment. I told you that you will have to like literally throw away, like in your mind you'll have to do it so coldly, like that. Like you have to do it very coldly, like cut people out. Only then that overhauling can only happen when you do this, otherwise not. Otherwise बैठे रहो फिर उसी energy के साथ में, because they're the same people who are holding you back, and that's the truth, nothing but the truth. Right? What else we got? Come back. If you want to come back, your comeback, your overhaul can only happen when you execute this, and you will have to execute it. Your real friends would totally understand it if you tell them, if you have any real friends that is chosen. If you have any, and I'm gonna break this to you nicely and politely, there's not gonna be, you're gonna be like literally standing all by yourself. I was lucky I had my husband with me, literally, otherwise it's literally Zen stood by me. He understands this very, because he's watched us very closely, I think, so you understand this. But otherwise there'll be no one who will be standing right. You will be absolutely all by yourself. Okay, let me give you that news. So if you think, oh my god, that's my best friend, no, that's no, oh no, you're in for a surprise. If you tell them, they will not get it. They will not get it. Okay, so your comeback is contingent upon your cut-off game, right? What do you want? You want that comeback? Execute it. All right. What else? Supreme abode. Bhai, the energy is like Kundalini, Shiv Shakti, here, Christ's blood. Supreme abode, that divine energy. Third, please, sir, आइए, आप ही का घर है. वही आइए. So this is like supreme abode, literally. So you're like in heaven, like really in heaven, experiencing heaven. Experiencing heaven. All right, I'll leave you with this. 11:45. I've got like shit ton things to do. All right, so I'm gonna take your leave now, my collective. 1 hour 17 minutes, something. All right, almost 1 hour 18 minutes. So just bear with me. I hope you had a wonderful time. I had a wonderful read. I enjoyed myself. I hope you did too, and this was helpful to you in one way or the other. All right, so I'm going to meet you very, very soon. I cannot promise tomorrow, but I will try to come in tomorrow. All right, with another reading, and we'll try to cover in as many downloads as possible. All right, until then, have a wonderful time. Good night. Bye.